This video is going to show you how you can use the new Google LTI in Canvas to link and embed content for your students without ever having to leave Canvas. This is just a content page. Bear in mind that this process is the exact same whether you're using a content page, a discussion, an assignment, anything that uses that rich content editor, basically a fancy name for where you type your stuff in Canvas, anything that uses that. This process is going to be the same. So I'm going to go into the edit screen for this page. You'll notice now I am on that edit screen. To access my Google LTI, since I've added it on as a tool, I'm going to come here. It will either show up right here as Google Apps, or if you have multiple tools, you might need to click the little V. And when you click the V, then you'll see it down listed as Google Apps. So I'm going to choose Google Apps. Notice it went ahead and launched my drive. If you know what file you're going to search for, you can search for it here, or you can search for it within your folders. I have a folder created for this, so I'm just going to quickly access that folder. And now I have a couple different items that we can look at how we're going to use it. So let's say first I wanted to do this scene from Romeo and Juliet. So I can grab that MP4, and then I can either choose link or embed. If I choose link, it's going to place the link to that video right here within the page. Notice I did not have to go into my Google Drive and open my drive and then get shareable link and copy link. I just accessed it right that way and was able to go ahead and put it in here. Same thing will apply if I go through the same process, and instead of choosing link, I choose embed. It will embed that video for me. So now you notice I have that video embedded. And so that's how I can easily put videos that are in my Google Drive. Now let's look at some of the other Google apps and how they appear. So I'm going to go the same process again, access my Google Apps, find the folder where all of my stuff is. And now let's look and see what it's like if you wanted to actually embed a Google document. So here, let's say I wanted to have my students look at a couple of Shakespeare sonnets. So I'm just going to go ahead and embed this Practicing with Shakespeare's Language document. I click embed. It embeds that doc for me. Now remember, usually when you embed an item, you just see a gray rectangle or square until you save it. With this, you're going to see a preview, but things are going to look warped. But once I click save, that will look normal. And so that's how I do a video and then a Google Doc. I do want to point out that if you have your Google document set with the permissions to be editable, anyone with the link can edit, and then you go through this process, your students can actually interact with that document right here within Canvas without having to open the document. It shows up right in the page and they can type on it. So I'm going to go ahead and save this page just so we can see what it looks like. So now you see my videos right there, and then here's my embedded Google document right here. Now since I'm the owner of this document, I can actually change it if I want. I can interact with it. So I can click on it, and I can go ahead and type. I can work right here within Canvas. So like I said, if I had the permission set to this where anyone can edit, then my students could type right here within the page, and we could do collaborative notes, collaborative discussions, some quick brainstorming, really whatever you want it to be. All of the possibilities are there. Lastly, I want to show how you can easily embed slide decks within your content as well. So if you remember before, you had to go into the slide deck, you had to go to File, Publish to the Web, and then publish the document to the web, get the embed code, take the embed code, come back to Canvas, go into HTML editor, and paste that embed code. All of that is gone now. So I'm just going to come up here. I'm going to make sure my cursor is where I want to embed the slide deck. Go up to my tools, click on Google Apps. I'm going to find the slide deck that I want to embed. Click on that slide deck. Remember, only click once, don't double click, it won't work. Click on it, and then click embed. It embeds that slide deck for me. Save. Now I have an embedded video, an embedded document, and an embedded slide. And so just think of the possibilities here of how you can pair these things up. You could have your students watch a video, then you could have them collaboratively discuss that video right here just on a quick little Google Doc. Then you could go into a presentation, and then you could go into another interaction, like lots of different possibilities here within the Google LTI. And I do want to point out that your students can use Google LTI to put their own content in. So let's say they had a project on a discussion and you wanted them to embed that project for the students to see, then they can do that as their discussion post. And so that's how you can easily link and embed items from your Google Drive into Canvas using the new Google LTI.